Hey guys. All right. What's funny is I got the camera set up right here, right? But my thing's right here. So I'm like, oh, what do I do? You know what? Here's what I want to do. Can you guys see me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up. Hold on, let me get something going on here. So, as you guys can see, the hobby is slowly coming together. Uh, so, pitch black, let's talk about it. Uh, it was crazy, to be honest with you, the whole madness that came with it. And, many not feeling like he wanted to have anything to do with the hobby anymore. And it made me sad because, he's he's the reason I got into the hobby. Battle deck. Yes, this is what we're doing, guys. I'm going to be putting this together because I'm going to start playing this. But the main purpose of today's uh, video is everything in this box was the card party haul. And the reason that that's important is that we're going to separate it and we're going to start putting stuff together in our. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, that's not. Should I move this way? Yeah, I see. So, first things first. One of the things I'm doing is I have a couple of side quests, and one of them is my buddy Joshin did a master set at Card Party last year of the Breakers, and I just really like these cards. The funny thing is, I had a bunch of them when we started vending, and I sold them, not thinking I was going to do it, but I need to get a binder to finish them off. And then on the Pitch Black, I got the next claymation, which will go into our claymation. This is one of our vending binders. I actually got it from a customer, and I am going to take all these trainers out. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them, but I am going to put them in a box somewhere and slowly go through it. And what I wanted to do is, if I could do it every day, I'm going to come on here for a half hour to an hour and go through my bulk and sort, because I literally have a metal rack filled with bulk that people have donated that I need to organize. So that way, if you're working on master sets, you give me a call. I really love master setting and I like helping people out. But first things first, let's get this binder. And when we vend it, I always like to have a binder of, commons, trainers, things of that nature, because when you're master setting, those are the things that people don't have. Like one thing I've learned from any of Deep Pocket Monsters mini challenge videos is that, the Moonbyrons and, the big heavy hitters, those aren't hard to find. Everybody's got them in their booths. It's it's the Lapeep ones that people can't seem to find. Is that better, guys? And it's, funny thing is, I want to move this over there. Actually, you know what? Let me do it this way. It has a full charge, so because I feel like I'm ignoring you guys by, you don't know that we're in construction. How's that, guys? Is that better? That way I can keep an eye on it. So, the one thing I've learned in the 2 years I've been doing this is that, it's not the, you're doing a master set, right? And let's say you're doing a challenge. Excuse me. This is the card you're going to have trouble finding to finish the master set, not the Moonbyrn, because everybody has a Moonbyrn at their table. Excuse me. And the funny thing about it is, I wanted to be that guy at the shows that, they were like, "Oh yeah, you need to comment." And the funny thing is, in the year and a half that we vended pretty regularly, that's what I became known as. Like people would come to me and be like, "Hey," and as a matter of fact, before I forget, I gotta look at my messages. I have a buddy of mine who's been a very loyal supporter and fan of the channel, and well as the vending business. He's master setting the claymations, and hold on, let me see. We can look together, guys. La, 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 la. Okay, where is it? Sorry, guys. I'm a bad person. Is it this one? We are looking for this one. So I'm going to look. So the first thing, I want to get this binder broken down. That way we can start using it for side projects. Because another one of my projects that I've really kind of fell into just because I love the artwork on it is the galleries. And I've been collecting them a lot. Like these are all ones. This is up for the trade binder. Mini actually pulled this one. I actually pulled another one. But like, see these? I got these. I'm going to separate those. I have Perfect Order, Ascended Heroes. I like this card. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a whole stack of stuff that we've been trying to put together. And then I want to do, are you guys seen these? Where there's a second photo, and I want to get those. Like, I want to collect what I love and what makes me excited because I'm not worried about what other people are collecting anymore. I was really proud of Mini, even though it kind of made me sad that he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to really do anything to do with the hobby anymore," just because he was over it. He was over all the drama and all the bullshit. Like, grown ass men fighting in parking lots. It's like, dude. And I told my son the other day, like, look, if you're somewhere and someone disrespects you, let's handle it. I don't want my son feeling like he can't go up to a machine. Like, we're grown adults, guys, and making a child feel. This is going to be. We pulled this at Card Party in the pack battle, so this is going to be in my forever. I want to get a display. I seen it. It's actually pretty cool where you kind of put it right here and it lights up. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's cool. This Perfect Order. There's another card that Mini pulled. And it'll be part of my forever, even though I'm master setting. And here's the other thing, guys. So I really like these. I just love the art. Like, I'm going to get a binder that's just forever cards. And these will probably be into my forever cards. I'm a nerd. And I've been, this is forever card. Hold on. It's a forever card. Like, we pulled this yesterday. Me and Mini had a rip session. We went around and we found a bunch of cool stuff. And through a friend of mine who blessed us, she got Mini a booster box, not booster box, ETB. So we were able to put it on the wall. He pulled this one. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, the ETB. Me. He pulled that one. So we actually got some hits. So this is the one that Mini pulled. So I'll probably let him use this for his trade binder. Because I have it over here. So I'll let him pull that one. And then he pulled this one. Like, this is fire. It's like the artwork on is just phenomenal. And then I pulled this one. I was like, what? So we pulled some hits. So I got to separate because we're doing master sets. We are master. Oops. No, and that's kind of where I'm at, man. I'm just kind of going with the flow, dude. You know what I mean? Screw it. And then I got all these cards over here, guys. Sorry, I got a ball on the floor everywhere. But these are cards that minis were pulling. I think I'm going to use these. I like these. I think these are the ones I'm going to use for my deck. So Mini and I have been ripping pretty regularly off camera. My buddy Pokey Vault said, you know what, do as much as you can off camera. So perfect order. So I'm putting those together. Perfect order. See, he's been hitting these a lot. So that goes in the trade. Trying to help, you know what I mean? Mini Ascended Heroes. I like that one. Mini pulled this on his graduation rip. And I bought it from him. It's funny is I'm paying my son full market for the cards that I bought. But I want him to, have a good time. Phantasmal Flames. So these are all the hits so far that we've gotten. You're like, dude, what are you doing? Well, let me show you guys. So this is stuff that we've been ripping, and I got to put together for the master sets. Hold on one second. And this is all bulk. Some of it's not bulk, but for the most part, it's all bulk. But I pull the hits out and I see the ones, What set is this one? That's it. Oh, that's Ascended Heroes. And the reason I'm doing this is we're going to go to a trade show today, and I don't want to double buy because I have a bad habit of doing that. Because I don't know what I have as far as bulk and comments that I see something at a show and I'm like, oh, I need that. And then next thing I know, I come home, I'm like, oh, I already got that. This is another one that Mini found over. Go for the trade binder. So what I'm doing is going on. Welcome. And then I am also putting together master sets. The funny thing is, when you do as much as I do, I had a bunch of sleeves. I have a bunch of sleeves, but it's like not really cool sleeves. You know what though? It doesn't really matter, I guess. Quick question. Let me hit up my boy, Librarian Steve. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I know it's not a very exciting. All right, Librarian Steve. It's funny is as you get more into this hobby and you start learning about different things, you just simply trying to keep it simple. And the one thing I've learned, I make it really difficult by getting like, oh, I need to do this, that, and the other. And the reality is just keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. But it is what it is. And I keep looking at things, but the reality is it's right here. So is anybody going to be going to Halloween hunt, doing Knox Scary Farm, anything like that? What's everybody's plans for the holidays? Birthdays are coming up. We got school starting up again. We got a lot of stuff popping off. I don't know about anybody else, but it's pretty exciting. And the fact that I'm still healing from this broken foot, I'm having back issues. I just had, I finally got my left hand done with my carpal tunnel. I'm going to do my right. Got a lot of doctor appointments coming up and stuff like that. And just trying to do the most with the most. You know what? I know there's threads, and I know TCG player, and I'm really not. I got to get better with it. Where you can print list out like the galleries. I have some of them marked on TCG player, so it tells me which ones I have and which ones I need. But I just need something that's low. What up, D Square Collects? What's going on, brother? You're catching me on Sunday Funday. I am going through my card party haul. I'm organizing for my master set so I can put them away in the binder. Uh, the office is still in transition. Luckily, a friend of ours, Pokey Grandma, really blessed Dennis with her and her friend were hunting, and they blessed Dennis with some ETB, so we were able to get some. Uh, yeah, so we ripped, and he actually got some really good hits, bro. Let me show you. And I have to tell you, brother, I love your guys' content. I watch it daily. I love how you and your son interact. Mini decided he's taking a break from Pokemon, and we're just kind of hanging out. We're still ripping, not daily, but when he ever gets an itching, we'll rip a couple packs. But Pokevault, actually, a card party had told me, what's the one thing I had asked him. I actually just posted the video, by the way. I had asked him what's one piece of advice he would give himself a year into his journey with all his experience, and he's like, dude, he's like, spend time with your kids. It doesn't have to always be on camera, and I've really been focusing on that. Like I did 2 weeks of batch recording, like Pat had talked about the last challenge, and I edited it yesterday. So I'm good. I've actually already used a week of it, but I'm good for another week for videos that all I got to do is just post them. And, it seems to relieve a lot of stress. I'm going back to work probably by the end of summer, if not the end of the year, if they have to end up doing surgery on my foot. But I'm just trying to get myself, I'm getting myself into the habit of preparing so that way I buy back my time, like Pat talks about in one of his videos, because you get so caught up in content chasing and all that, and it just took a lot of the fun out for me, man. Like when Mini on drop day was like, Dad, I'm good. Like it really broke my heart. And like he had gotten some hits and he was just like, I'm over it. And you know what a lot of it comes down to, bro? It kind of like D Square, are you still in the chat? Are you the one person following or watching? I have a question for you. All right. Well, here's the question. We were at Card Party and the trade night, right? Remember how we kind of took over the main hall and we were able to have a real trade night with the kids and everybody's having a good time. Like I go to shows now and like, dude, I don't know how it is where you're at, but like everybody has the same cards. Everybody has the same slaps. Everybody has the same sale product. And like I did a video that'll be dropping later this week or next week where like Mini was trying to do a trade up challenge. And I know that's not everybody's favorite challenge and that's fine, but they were offering him 60% trade value. Like, dude, what freaking planet are you on? How can you look yourself in the mirror and feel good about yourself when you're telling an 11-year-old, hey, yeah, I'll give you 60% value of your card? Like, dude, really? What planet are you on? Hold on a second. So, that's kind of what I've been focusing on this last week. I've kind of had to reset and revalue what I really wanted to do in the hobby. Like, I want to create content, but I don't need to be the next Deep Pocket Monster. I don't need to be the next Alex Ketchum. I just need to be Big D of Unbox 'em All Dynamic Duo. Pew, 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 pew. Because there's only one me. And you know what makes me? I'm a dad on a budget. I'm learning the hobby. And you know what? I messaged my buddy Poke Librarian Steve. So this is the deck I'm gonna work with. One of my good friends bought me two of them, one for me to use and one for the vault. And Poke Librarian Steve and my buddy Pidgey Boy. If you play the TCG, can I use these sleeves, or does it have to be a sleeve like this? Anybody? So I realized over the last couple of weeks, because I kind of found a little bit of a funk because, with my back being hurt, my foot not being able to really go out and about, I got down on myself. And I was like, dude, I'm a failure. We don't vend anymore. I'm a bad dad because my son got caught up in making the money and didn't have the fun. And, I just, I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one who does that to himself, but like I will beat myself up in a heartbeat. Let's see. Oh, Pro Librarian Steve. Okay, so he says I can, but not everybody does that. All right. Okay, well, good to know. Yeah, you know what? I do post. I have so funny. Let me show you guys. So all these videos right here with my face are all videos for the next week. And what I'm doing is I'm creating content for myself and uh I set it up now. I don't know about you guys, D Square. Do you post at a set time? Do you just kind of whenever you remember to? Because I get them. I'm trying to follow the analytics, and what's funny is that Alex says count uploads, not likes and subscribers. But you have a hard time. You're like, ah. But I look at the analytics and it says, most time my subscribers and followers are active from like 3 to 6 or 12 to 3 on certain days. Like, do you post it? Excuse me. Do you post during that time, or do you post at like I was trying posting at midnight because I work graveyard, so I'm up at midnight, and then then I'll do and then I stopped posting the video across everything. I just posted the thumbnail with the description and the link to YouTube. But then my girl was telling me that you can't click on the link. Oh, so you post at a set time. Now, do you post the time that you post? Is it because that's what time it tells you to post, or do you post at a set time because that's just what works for you? Tell us more. Tell us more. I need to go and see my boys at Supreme and Slim Rip to need some more Voltex binders. Voltex, you need to hook up and sponsor your boy Wholesome. So the reason I picked this binder to be my side quest binder is like, one, I like it, and two, I think it would be really cool because it's going to be all of these. I think there's like 3 or 4 different galleries, and my goal is to collect all of them. And eventually I'll master set those 2. Unfortunately, I don't have a budget like Danny Phantom or any of these big content creators yet. I'm a dad on a budget. If we make it to the show today, which I really hope we do, I'm going to be known as the guy who only spends $20 at any trade show. That's it. And the funny thing about it is, so Hank, I talked about Hank lately. Whenever I go to card party, I can only spend whatever money I'm able to save the year out. $60. What's 60? That's insane. I don't know what 60 is. Sorry, Bubba. But I can only spend whatever I'm able to save in the year between card parties. And last year I was only able to save $44, and that's all I spent. Every day that was my budget at card party, is I can only spend $44. I can do trades, but I can only spend $44. And for 3 days, I was able to get all those cards from my master set. Kind of putting stuff together for mini he can trade at the show. And I've come to the realization that my son loves to rip, he loves to trade, and I'd rather buy the cards off of him that I want to keep in our forever collection. And don't get me wrong, when he's older and he wants, if he wants to sell everything off and him and his sister can come to an agreement, then screw it. Then that's what they can do. But until then, I want to collect as much as I can. Let's recommend it. Oh, yeah, right. That's what Pokey Librarian Steve said. So he sent me a link to. What did he send me a link for? Card sleeves by Dragon Shield. Not sponsored. They want to sponsor it, brother. About this, guys. So I was at a card party, and I was able to get. So $44 times 3 is. Well, let me do the calculations. So I had $132 to spend on a 3-day convention, and these are all the cards I was able to get. I was able to get all these cards, and either I was able to trade, but I wasn't able to purchase. But I was able to trade and buy, and $44. And these were all. Funny thing about it is my boy D Square Collectibles. We kind of took over and had our own trade show, trade night next to the actual trade event because we felt it was actually pretty jacked up the way they were treating the kids. What was I getting up to do, guys? I don't know. No, my trade binder. So I have a trade binder that we use. And you know what's funny is it's not the I don't have anything crazy. What's funny is I was watching Pat's video where he did the Hawaii PopCon. They did the was it Crown Zenith? I forgot what it was. And some of his stuff was like super crazy. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put these cards in here that are up for trade. Because, and if these people try to have many do 60%, I'll be like, yeah, no, we're good, dude. Like, it drives me nuts that people think they can, and I get it, it's a market and they will do what they want to do, but like, dude, how can you look yourself in the face in the mirror and tell a kid, oh yeah, I'll give you 60%? Like, Doc, come on. Like, really? Oh, we record the video and edit in the video ASAP. Oh, okay. That's kind of what I do. I try to set Mondays or Tuesdays aside, or even Thursdays, and I'll do a batch recording. And I go through and I look up hot topics or things that I want to talk about, and I talk about it, man. Like, because I feel like there's so many content creators talk. Like how many people rip packs? Like how many videos did you see of Pitch Black Day, ripping packs, and like everybody can do that. We normally post at 3 p.m. daily, but sometimes we post later. Okay, so you set a certain time. Okay, and now why did you set the 3 o'clock? Is that just kind of what works for your schedule, or did you look at the analytics? What's going on? What is going to talk to me? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. All right, trade binder is complete. So this will be ready for today when we go. So I'm pretty excited. You guys want to see what I'm working on? So I'm doing my master sets. I'm separating everything. And then I'm going to do this deck. So Steve and my buddy, I'm going to call us the Pokey Dads. We're going to get a channel called Pokey Dads. What do you guys think? My decks, my things. Hey, you know what I found yesterday? The butter. I just love the way this, the sensory helps. Oh, and you know what? I need to go down to Supreme because I'm going to have them help me get my stuff ready for PSA. PSA. I got about an hour for the game kicks off. But, like I said, I was able to get all these cards for freaking $44. Oh, oops. That sucks. They fell over. And my buddy, he met us at Car Party. He lives out there. And he gave me a huge box of binder, of bulk, the last 5 or 6 sets. So I need to go through that because I'm currently working on Black Bolt, White Flare, Mega Evolutions. Like he hooked me up like sick with it. So I'm gonna go through those too. What's smart, Bubba? I don't have a lot of people tell me I'm smart. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna do all the shinies. Yeah, I have no idea. And this is for my boy. If you guys have any of these, my boy Shiny Ho, he's collecting those. But yeah, see, so this is one that is one of two. So it goes along with something along these, right? So I want to master set those. And then I just love this freaking card, dude. I was able to, actually at the unofficial trade night that we did inside the main hall. But so as you guys can see, I've been collecting these galleries over the last couple of months, and I want to finish them. So we were at Card Party, and the reason I want to get it organized because I'm buying doubles. So I'm going to separate everything, get myself set up, and then of course I had to get my boy Snorlax. I've never seen that one. If you guys have any Snorlax cards, please let me know. And this is actually a promo, so I need to get another one so I get the promo binder and for my Snorlax collection. Oh, wait, these are trade. Where is, what's the hell is that one? All right. Keep adding to the trade binder, guys. So these are going to the trade binder for today. Ascended Heroes. I don't know why I have this one. It might be Pikachu. And then, dude, I was able to get this Gengar, which I don't have. This is Mega. This is a promo. Don't know what card that goes to. And then I was able to get these promos. And then I got this one, which I already have. The baby shinies. And this is for my collection. Licky dog. Where is this one? Send it. What's up, Bubby? I'm going live and separating stuff. I text him because his sister says they're going to get ready and bring him. Mini surprise appearance. Okay. Let me see what set this is from. We are normally home at 3, so record. Oh, okay. So you said, okay, I see that. Okay. You know what I need to do? And I think you did it, and I know Steve does it, but I got to start putting my collections together. Mega Evolutions. Got to start putting my promos together and or putting things in collector and then separating so I have a Let's say Pokemon Center. Okay, so Mega Evolutions. And so what I'm doing is putting our trade binder together. And it's funny as I was looking at a lot of people's trade binders, like dude, they got like multi-$1,000 cards. I'm like, I got a $5 card, but I'm also not, I really have come to the realization that as great as it would be to become a huge vendor and just travel the world and go to Pokemon conventions, like I kind of go in spurts. Like I like doing it, and then I'll take a break. I like doing it, and then I'll take a break because I'm not going to sit there and I just love. If you have any Licky Tongues, I am gonna. One of my side quests is I'm gonna master set all Licky Tongues and Jigglypuffs because that's me and my girls' two Pokemon. Yes, Jigglypuff and master set. So I was able to score a bunch of Pokeballs for White Flare. And then once I get all this done, I'll put what's that? Phantasmal Flames, white. And up until I dropped the box, I actually had it set up by, I was gonna say by flavor, by energy. So this is black. I like Miltank. You like Miltank. I have a friend of mine that I met at a card party in Seattle, and all he does is collect Miltank. So when I come across him, I try to collect them. I sent them to him, but I never heard back from him. So hopefully I'll see him at a card party. And hey, did you end up getting those? Mega Evolutions. It's funny is when you have all these side quests, you're like, oh man. Black. Yeah, I was able to get a bunch of these, man. It was cool because my boy, it's funny is he had a bunch of commons, and I'm like, bro. Because it's easy to find, the heavy hitter cards in any set. It's finding the commons. And I like this. It's a promo. It's damaged, but it's going to go in my promo binder. I have promo somewhere right here. Mega Evolutions. White. Phantasmal Flames. Dude. And it gets to a point where you're just like, why even worry about master buying packs and stuff? Because it's no point. Another side quest. It's so cute. There's fun ripping. And then after you kind of get a good chunk of the base set, then it just gets down to, okay, do I need to rip or am I going to buy singles? And I did a video on it. I actually think it's more economical to buy singles once you get to a certain point. And, yeah, everybody likes ripping and I get it. It's cool to chase, but it gets to a point where you're just like, dude, especially with the current state of the market where it's freaking ridiculous. Like I said, I'm trying to do all the shinies. Dude, I scored this one too. I was so happy I was able to get it. It's so pretty. So, if you guys know of any way I can get a master list of the breakers, these, like, I'm with it. Please, I need help. All right. So, first things first, let's get this licky tongue in a proper. The funny thing is, I recycle. I don't just throw my bags away. Or my old binder, my old. So let me tell you guys, I'm trying to master set all of them. All right, guys, hold on. I'll be right back. Dennis, he's here. So sorry about that, guys. One part of our team showed up, so I had to go get them in. So yeah. So I was able to get one girl her own binder. I showed it to you guys. Where is it at? Oh, it's over there. So I think I like. So Jigglypuff. is that, right? So I think I may end up going through and taking out the doubles. And just kind of keep going and doing what I'm doing, you know. There's definitely way more Jigglypuffs. And I'm even doing Wigglypuffs. But I think I'm just going to stick to Jigglypuffs. Or maybe I'll pull a... I don't know. Like this, I got all kinds of stuff popping off here. You like Miltank? I like Miltank. And then I got a YouTube page. Excuse me. I want to get the English version of this one, guys. Let's see, here's another Miltank for the Miltank collection. I like Miltank. You like Miltank. I don't know, guys. What do you think? All right. Now the next thing I have is I need to get into my shiny binder, which is okay. That was my Gengar binder, right? Kind of just chilling, going through the. This is what a lot of people don't realize when you collect is that you collect. That's what a lot of the hobby's about. Dennis, hey. I'm happy for you, but we're live, and it sounds like someone's getting beat up here. Congratulations. You both pulled it? No, I pulled it. So the boys are collecting. They're doing their thing. So, You know, it's funny. This is where it comes in handy having, you know, I can do it this way. I forgot I got meta glasses. See? And then let's see, do I have this one already? I do not have that name guard. All right, good to know. And this is what, for me, this is where the quiet time comes in, where you're just like, okay, so I have a double of this, so I can trade it. What's funny is when you got so many different things going on. It's funny is I got a lot. Okay. All right, so bada bing, bada bang. Then we go to our boy in blue. I already have it. Look at the sparkles. So Sorry, guys, I'm trying to multitask here. All right, one step closer. And then, you know what I need to do? You know what I think I'm going to do? Because I really didn't do anything. So it's card party, and last year I did a bunch of stuff there, and this year it kind of it wasn't in a funk, but I just didn't get a lot done. So what I am going to do is I got all the card party pictures, got all this, so we're good there. And I'm going to start my cards that I'll never get rid of. Like I said, there's a couple cards. Never mind. Problem is trying to take the picture. I just picked my nose on camera. It's there forever. Let me try this. I'm blind, so millionaires. Funny as I seen Ian do a video with Ian about how the first try getting it out. Mini does it really well. Me, not so much. You know, going live, counting uploads, not likes. You get yourself set up. 10:30. And what I like about these is, so I'm going to put these cards in here, and they're going to go and be my quote unquote forever binder, because I'm not going to be selling any of them. I'm not going to be keeping them together. Another baby shiny. Another white flare. Another Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution. You know what's funny is I really like the Perfect Order set. I think it's a really cool set. And it's a small set, so it's easy to, not easy, but definitely. More breakers. I believe Josh did the breaker binder in a 4-pack. I just need to find one. More shinies. And this is a promo. Once again, goes in my promo binder. You know, some of these I'll always display. These. So these are going to be ones I just keep for me. You know what? I may end up doing with the other one. Starting of the collection. I know I have one already of there's another binder I need to break down. Okay, so boom, I need it. See. So that's 345. 53, 52, 110, SV 118, SV 106. 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, guys. Well, let me just stay on. If anybody comes in, we'll see what it's about. So my boy might be in town. That's pretty exciting. So, you know what? I'm going to multitask here. So, we are going to the trade show today. So, I am going to. I'm not really messing around with the Scented Heroes. You know, I do need to start that master set. These are the ones I am taking. The funny thing is, I only keep it to. I can't. I take $20 with me. That's one thing I've learned. $20. Because I am not going to overspend. You know what I mean? You got to set a budget, guys. You got to be willing to put your foot down. So I can go and trade mine. Some better quality though. funny is I, many will be watching some YouTubers talking about, you know, wake me up with this, that, and the other. And here I'm just sitting here just going through my master sets. To me, this is fun. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm not stressing out. Like, I'm good. If you can get me a master set, yes, the funny thing is, this would be a prime example of collect what you love, because there's really no value on these cards. They're pretty beat up, but that's okay because it makes it easier when you're negotiating. Because I'm like, yeah, cards barely falling, staying together. I know you're not trying to charge me full price. Okay, so funny is doing setting these up. It's little things that people don't realize, you know, how much time it takes. And you're just sitting there and you're putting stuff together. Thanks for stopping in. What I'm doing is I'm working on my master sets. Whoa. These are all the cards I got at Card Party. So I'm separating my sets and side projects. Just figure I'd kick in and see what's going on. Some of the artwork is freaking beautiful. I freaking love these cards. It's funny. What's up? It's Sunday Funday, just sitting in, putting together my master pack or master sets, my haul from Card Party 4. Also, I got two. Okay, so see, that's why you double check. definitely.